What's up, it's your boy Marcy, the Mad Hatter, here with my first video of the year, and it's been a while, hasn't it? Been about a month since that God of War thing I did, but it's been a while since I was actually in front of the camera like this. But now I actually want to get into something that I didn't do last year, but I think I should do this year. My top 10 games I am most anticipated for in 2018, because I don't know. It just seems like there should be something I should do for the occasion. I didn't do anything for Christmas, and I actually am really excited about a few of these games, and I wanted to talk about them. Not sure when I'm gonna have the opportunity to just talk about them one-on-one with you guys, but well, this is what this list is for. So let's start out with number 10.
You either live with the choices you make, or die trying to change them.
This is more morbid curiosity than genuine anticipation, because Anthem is... If it wasn't made by BioWare, I honestly wouldn't give a shit. It's just... the whole open world, multiplayer, power, mech armor thing, it doesn't really appeal to me in any real way, but I've always been really intrigued by BioWare games, even before I actually played them myself. Like, Dragon Age Origins is my favorite RPG ever made. Just I absolutely fucking love it. It's such a good game. I never played Dragon Age 2, but Inquisition was... honestly, it's not as good as Origins is. Like, the mechanics aren't as good. The story is slightly better in my opinion. But it was streamlined to hell, in my opinion, and it makes a lot of the actual role-playing elements not as good, but it's such an engaging game. Like, I can spend hours on Dragon Age Inquisition and not even realize it. But okay, I've never played the Mass Effect games, never really had that much interest in them, but I've always been interested in the games that BioWare has made before they were acquired by EA. You know, Jade Empire, Knights of the Old Republic, Baldur's Gate, you know, the really older games that they did. So I'm always going to be really interested in BioWare itself. Not so much always the games they make, or even wanting to play them. If I have the opportunity, I might at least check this out, but I probably won't. But it's just, I'm interested in where this game will go and how it will be received, because well, it's more out of fear than actual genuine interest in this game. You know, anyone who's been following the gaming who's been following gaming news in the last few months know that EA recently shut down Visceral, and anyone who's been following EA for years know that EA is basically a gaming vampire, or as Jim Sterling said, it's basically the Unicron of gaming. It takes in new companies, sucks them dry, and then just discards them. And that's exactly what happened to Visceral. It's exactly what happened to a bunch of other different companies that EA have acquired. And now I, like many others, are now very worried about BioWare, because BioWare has always been this just incredible designer of these just iconic, amazing RPGs, and as far as I can tell, Anthem isn't an RPG, and that's worrying, because I don't think this is something that they decided. I don't think this is, like, the basic idea behind Anthem, like, you know, an open world mech suit type game. They probably came up with that, but not making an RPG, making it an online only game like Titanfall or Destiny. I don't think that's what they originally planned for this game. I think that's something EA came up with, and I could be wrong. It's entirely possible, but I think this is, if Mass Effect Andromeda wasn't the first sign of the crack in the armor, I think this is. If Anthem isn't good, we could, if Anthem comes out and it's not good, we might not see BioWare in 2020. It's entirely possible that the studio will just shut down and we'll never see anything from them again. I mean, the individual staffers, they might go on to do something new. And if God forbid BioWare does shut down, I actually hope that's the way it goes, because these people need to keep making games. They need to keep making it. But I think it's pretty safe to say that no matter what direction, no matter how good or bad Anthem is, we probably aren't gonna get a Dragon Age 3, and a Dragon Age 4, or a Mass Effect 5. It's just, I don't see it happening. Freedom Planet, a game I'm honestly not sure how many people actually know about. It's actually a really small indie game. It's basically Sonic the Hedgehog if Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles were all girls. I mean, that's basically what it is. I think even the designer even came out and said that it started out as just a Sonic fan game and then just kind of ballooned into its own thing. And Freedom Planet 1, I really like. I fucking love Freedom Planet. It's such a good game. I didn't get a chance to play Sonic Mania this year, but if it's anything like that, I don't know where I'm going with that, but I'm just saying, Freedom Planet, good fucking game, and I am really looking forward to Freedom Planet 2. It seems like it's just about the same type of gameplay. Everything seems a little bit faster. Carol's motorcycle seems just as bored. I wasn't a big fan of Carol's motorcycle. It was kind of cumbersome, and I still think it's really weird how she could just hold on to the fucking motorcycle with her legs while she's dangling from a ledge or a pole or something like it. It's just really funny, but that girl has amazingly strong legs. But it seems like they added a new character, the panda guard chick that you fought in the first game, and Mila, the puppy character. It seems like she's going to be part of the main game. Like, you can pick her straight out the gate, and she actually seems stronger in her abilities, which is interesting. So it's probably been a couple years since the first game. I actually don't know that much about Freedom Planet 2. I just I actually just found out about it, that it existed a couple days ago. I think I heard about it a while ago, but just kind of forgot about it and was reminded of it when I saw an update trailer that the developer released, just to say, hey, this is still a thing. We're still doing this, and and I actually appreciate that. Just letting you, yeah, this is what we're doing. So yeah, Freedom Planet. It's supposed to come out in 2018. Hopefully it will. Hopefully it won't pull the same thing that WayForward did with Shantae and just keep pushing it back further and further. I mean, from what I understand, Shantae Half Genie Hero was genuinely good, but still it got delayed a fucking lot. But yeah, I'm interested in this one. Probably one of the few indie games that are going to be on here. I think there's one other, but no, I think this is the only indie game. So yeah, this is something I'm looking forward to. Next. Okay, and the next game proves me completely fucking wrong by being... Wait, is A Way Out an indie game? I actually forgot. I think it is, but it might not be. I don't know. Fuck it. Anyway, A Way Out. I am still really interested in this game. I talked about it during my E3 coverage, and it still seems like a really interesting concept. The fact that it's completely two-player, but it's not in a Army of Two type of way where it's just two people shooting guns. No, it's a two-player adventure game. I don't think I've ever seen that before. I mean, it might have existed somewhere, but like I've never seen it, so this is new to me. So, yeah, but yeah, it's a prison break game set in the 70s. I'm pretty sure it's set in the 70s, and it's just the way the two-player aspect is incorporated into the game. How much freedom you actually have while playing it, and the freedom that the two players have while controlling each character is it's really just fucking fascinating how they're doing this. I really want to know more about this game. I want to know more about it. I want to know what's happening to it. What's the story? What is the ultimate resolution of these two characters? I'm very interested in this game, even if I don't play it myself. I might just fucking watch a walkthrough of it online if I can't get my hands on it myself. But yeah, A Way Out. I am all in, dude. I am all in. Next.
Do you accept this undertaking? Though they are 7, and you but 1.
With pleasure.
Okay, so Darksiders 3 is... God, I did not think we'd get this. I did not think this would ever fucking happen, but here we are with Darksiders 3. I just... So I never played the first Darksiders, unfortunately. Still haven't. But I did play Darksiders 2 and loved the hell out of it. I love that game so goddamn much. It is so fucking good. I've been playing through it again recently, and it's still just as good as I remember. And it's just after THQ went under, like a year after Darksiders 2 came out, I didn't think this would ever happen, but Nordic bought out THQ. They rehired a bunch of the dudes that worked with Vigil. They started up a new company called Gunfire Games. So most of the guys who worked on Darksiders 1 and 2 are working on this, and here we are, Darksiders 3. We finally get to see what Fury looks like, and she looks very different than the concept art that we saw after Darksiders 1 was released, and I'm not completely happy with that. I actually thought that her design in the concept art looked a little bit better. I guess it's better that she's actually wearing proper armor, but that wasn't a big deal. But Death actually kind of acquired a bunch of different pieces of armor throughout the adventure, so fuck it. But yeah, it's they did recently release a minute long not exactly demo, but just like another thing that, yeah, this is still going. This is what the game looks like now, all that stuff. Like when the game was announced, they actually did something really interesting that I'm surprised about. When the game was announced, not only did they release the trailer for the game, the teaser trailers to let you know, hey, this is happening, they also released an alpha build of the game, a video for the alpha build of the game, and it looked great. It did, and and this new trailer that was released the last couple of days just looks so much better. It lets you know exactly what's going on, what they're doing with this, what's going on, how Fury is gonna move, how's it gonna fight, how's it gonna attack, everything like that. The one thing I'm still really surprised about and really disappointed in is they don't showcase any of Fury's magical abilities. Because the thing is that Gunfire stated that that Fury is a mage character as opposed to War and Death, who are more frontline fighters. So I actually think it's really unusual that in this new this new video, they didn't show any of Fury's magical attacks or abilities or anything. It's like, if she is a mage, then I think they should put more emphasis on her magic, like what she can do with her magic. It's really weird that they don't, but it's whatever. But yeah, it's Darksiders 3. Didn't expect it. Really happy about it. Really looking forward to it. Next. Okay, so I haven't really talked about Dragon Ball Z in any way, shape, or form before because, gonna be completely honest, not a big fan of Dragon Ball Z. Like, I don't hate it or anything like that. I watched it when I was a kid, but just, I don't know. It's just the older I got, the more I just kind of stopped caring about it. And as I'm talking, there is a Dragon Ball Super marathon on Toonami, and I just I don't want to watch it because I don't care about Dragon Ball Super. I don't. I tried to play through Dragon Ball Xenoverse, the first one, and again I couldn't do it. I got to the Cell games and I just stopped. And I think that was more the gameplay was really samey and really repetitious and just not very engaging. But it's just I don't know. I can appreciate Dragon Ball Z as a cultural artifact, and that it has just so many fans all over the world, and I will never take that away from it. This show earned that, in my opinion. If you like Dragon Ball, good on you. More power to you. I'm just not interested. But the Dragon Ball Fighters, yeah, I'm into this. I think it's mostly Maximilian Dude's coverage of Dragon Ball Fighters. That's really gotten me into it, and honestly, I'd probably still be into it even without him. But just because the game just looks fucking amazing, and it's backed up by Arc System Works, and it's just it just looks so damn good, and I know I'm gonna have a lot of fun with it. And even though I'm not the biggest Dragon Ball fan in the world anymore, I wasn't even that big of one when I was actually a fan of the show, but just the way the game looks, the way the game feels, the way the game is probably gonna play, it's just I am really looking forward to this, and I think it's great that they have this really great fighting 2D fighting game coming out, because you don't really see that too much anymore. You see a couple. I mean, you still got your Tekken, you still got your Street Fighter. But this type of anime game, you don't see that too often anymore. I mean, BlazBlue's coming out with the cross tag battle thing that has Ruby characters in it, and honestly, the fact that it has the Ruby characters in it, and to a lesser extent Persona characters, is the only reason why I'm even somewhat interested in BlazBlue at the moment, because I love Ruby, and I really like Persona, and I'm interested in seeing that. But Dragon Ball Fighters, yeah, I am genuinely excited about this. I really want to play this. So, yeah. Next. So, I never played Pirate when I was a kid. Just didn't. I played Ninja. Played Power Rangers a lot. Played in Power Rangers all the goddamn time. Pirate never really been a game I played when I was a kid. I never had the iPads, never made like a stupid little wooden sword or a plastic hook or anything like that. Just pirates are cool. Just never played pirate games as a kid. I'm gonna play the hell out of this stuff. This seems this genuinely seems like it's gonna be a lot of fun. An online cooperative pirate game where you have your own ship and you build your own crew with your friends and you just do shit. This seems like so much goddamn fun. I mean, the art style is bright and vibrant and cartoony in the right sort of way, and it does seem like so much fun. It seems like the type of thing that you can just play with your friends and fuck around for a couple hours, and like it's. I imagine this is what Anthem is gonna be like, except not as much fun, to be completely honest. Like, yeah, and I'm not saying that Anthem is gonna be bad. It's just you know, you're starting up your own pirate crew and you're sailing across the ocean and you're finding deserted islands and you're getting buried treasure, and hopefully you're gonna be like fighting marines and shit like that, and you know, and the police, and you're in like ocean cops. I don't fucking know, marines, I guess. They're gonna be chasing after you, and you hope you're gonna have to be fighting them off, and you're gonna be fighting other pirate crews of actual people, and that's gonna be awesome. And maybe there's magic and shit, and you're gonna have to fight like Teodoma from the pirate movies. That would be amazing. I mean, not honestly, not Teodoma, not like that exact character, but you know, like a godlike figure is going to be. You're going to be interacting with godlike figures and shit like that, and that's gonna be awesome. And like, there's so much interesting that could happen in this game, and I'm far more interested in this than the other pirate game that Ubisoft is coming out with, because that honestly doesn't seem like it's going to be as much fun. It's just ship battles from Assassin's Creed 3. Okay, fine. I get to fight skeletons in this one though, and shoot myself out of a cannon. Can you do that in your game, Ubisoft? I don't think so. So yeah, Sea of Thieves. Way more interested in this.
If you too feel so compelled, then we will cross paths again at the end of all this.
What have we here?
Monster Hunter World is... I've been watching a lot of videos about this. I'm very interested in this. Honestly, I have very little hands-on experience with the Monster Hunter series. I only ever played 4. I played a little bit of 3. Not much, but a little bit of 3. And I fucking love it. This is... I never knew I needed this in my life until I actually picked up Monster Hunter 4 and played through as much of it as I have. I'm not even done with the game. It's been out for two fucking years, and I'm not even done with the game. It's just, it's so much fun. I love it. I love it so much, and this is going to be awesome. And I thought it was gonna be like an online. I thought it was gonna be like an MMO or something like that. It isn't. It's just Monster Hunter on console, which, you know what, I'm okay with. One thing I am kind of glad about is they kind of, in a way, it's still very similar to the way maps are laid out in traditional Monster Hunter games, but they've gotten rid of zones, essentially. I mean, the zones are still technically there, but it's just, you can seamlessly walk from one to another without having to go through like a loading screen or anything like that. There's no instances or loading screens or anything. It's just this one big, huge map, and that's great, and that's good, and I'm glad they're doing that. And And I'm glad that they have like for the most part, it's the same basic features in the older games as in this one. But it seems like they have like sub weapons, which is cool, and the weird firefly things, which those will be really helpful because one of the most aggravating things in Monster Hunter is when you either start a hunt and you don't know where a monster is, or a monster gets away, you forgot to paintball the fucking thing, and you have to just run around the entire goddamn map trying to find this fucking thing. It's the most annoying goddamn thing, just losing track of a monster, and hopefully these little firefly dudes, they'll help with that. Like it'll be easier to track down monsters like that. And you actually can, there's actual fucking hunting in this. Like you can find like monster tracks and monster dung, I'm assuming, or something like different ways you can tell that a monster has been around, so you can actually track the fucking thing. And that's cool. Like there's actual like investigation and hunting mechanics in this game called Monster Hunter, instead of just there's the thing, kill it. Like you're actually hunting this goddamn thing. That's great. Like I'm pretty sure there's still gonna be like online co-op and shit like that, because of course there fucking is. Like this wouldn't be Monster Hunter if you couldn't play online. It just fucking wouldn't be. But yeah, so far what I've seen of Monster Hunter World, it's so great. Still wondering why they're calling it Monster Hunter World and not Monster Hunter 6 or something like that, but hey, what the fuck ever.
Welcome back to the stage of history.
Soul Calibur 5 was not that good. I'm just gonna put that out there. It wasn't that good. It wasn't terrible or anything like that. It just not great. Not a great game. So, and the story was terrible. The story was it was fucking awful. It was bad. It was a bad story. I didn't like the story. Patroclus and Pyrrha are fucking terrible. I hated them both. They're shitty fucking characters. And the three characters that replaced Taki, Kilik, and Xianghua can die in a fire. Fuck them. So I'm actually really good that Soul Calibur 6 seems to be a reboot, because Sophitia is alive and Mitsurugi is looking very young and spry. So yeah, I'm guessing that this is going to be a reboot or prequel, or we're somehow going back in time, or past characters are being brought into the future. God, I hope that's not the case. So yeah, Soul Calibur 6. Excited about this shit. From what I've gathered about the game, it's going back to the main. It's bringing back a lot from the older games. Guard Impact isn't tied to meter anymore, which was the dumbest fucking thing you could have possibly done in this game, in this series. You know how fucking important Guard Impact is to this? Why would you relate it to a fucking super meter? Why would you do that? I don't fucking. Are you serious, Namco? Why would you do that? What is wrong with you that you thought that was a good idea? But whatever. That's gone now. So I think they still have the critical edge finishers. Like in the trailer they showed with Sophitia and Mitsurugi fighting. I think that they each did at least one. I'm not entirely sure what the fuck was actually happening. But it looked great. Like, the fighting looked good, the models looked good, the environment looked good, the particle effects looked great, the fighting mechanic looked fine. Like obviously I haven't had a hands-on playtest with it or anything like that, but everything about the game looks more or less really good, and I'm really excited about it, and I am curious what they're actually doing with this new game. Like, are they going back in the past? Is it a prequel? Is it a reboot? You know, it could be like MK9, where they just said, you know what, the story's gotten too fucking complicated. Rewind this shit. And like, there is magic in Soul Calibur, in the Soul Calibur universe, so I suppose that's entirely possible. I would say that I would want a story mode in this, but after seeing Soul Calibur 5 story mode, that might not be a good thing. Like, I guess if I had played Tekken 7, it would be a good barometer for what they're doing with this. I haven't played Tekken 7 yet. And I have a feeling that a lot of what's in Tekken 7 is going to be in this. I mean, not exactly, because some core mechanic between Tekken and Soul Calibur are very different, but like, that's my thinking. Like, a lot of Tekken 7 is going to be in this. So, like, and I've heard good things about Tekken 7, so that's probably a good thing. But just really curious about a lot about this game. We still don't know that much about it. So far, obviously, we only know that Sophitia and Mitsurugi are in it. We don't really know anything about any other characters that are going to be in this. Obviously, Ivy is going to be in this. Taki, most likely. Obviously, Ivy is going to be in this. Everyone fucking... You cannot have a Soul Calibur game without Ivy in it. People will fucking riot. You know, I've heard people saying, oh, they're going to give Ivy smaller boobs, or they're gonna put her in actual proper fucking armor. No, they're not. Shut up. Ivy's not gonna be in practical armor, and her tits are gonna be just as big as ever, if not bigger. Like Sophitia still had big tits. Like, shut up! But really excited about this game, really curious about it, want to know more about it. I'm gonna be keeping my eye on this one. And I promise you, as soon as we get new information about Soul Calibur 6, you'll be seeing me talking about it. So, yeah, on the next one.
Please don't screw this up!
Spider-Man! I can't be as loud as I want to because it's like midnight and my mom and brother are both sleeping, but Spider-Man! Yee! I'm a little schoolgirl right now. I'm so goddamn excited. I don't know what to say about this. It's Spider-Man. It's awesome. It's I'm so fucking excited. I can't even remember the last fucking Spider-Man game I played. I think it was Ultimate Spider-Man. Jesus Christ, the last Spider-Man game I played was Ultimate Spider-Man. Holy shit. I mean, there's been plenty of Spider-Man games that have come out since, but yeah, the last Spider-Man game I played was in 2005. Jesus Christ. I mean, I know that not all of the Spider-Man games that have come out since then have been, like, amazing or anything like that, but yeah, I haven't played a single Spider-Man game since 2005. Huh. That's upsetting, actually. I mean, Spider-Man's my favorite superhero. I fucking love him, and I've played more Batman games in the last 10 years than I have Spider-Man games. Huh. Well, anyway, yeah, Insomniac Spider-Man. It still looks great. I'm so goddamn excited about this. The combat looks great. The web swinging looks great. I'm really interested in the story. Insomniac has revealed that no, Mr. Negative isn't gonna be the main villain of the game. Considering Norman Osborn's running for mayor in it, I'm gonna say Green Goblin's gonna be the main bad guy. But I am curious about that. Like, I don't think this is a story we've ever seen. You know, we've seen Jonah run from air and seen how that impacted Spider-Man's life. But what would happen if his arch enemy, the Spider-Man villain, if his greatest enemy actually ran the city he's trying to protect? How fucked up would that be? This is a great story. I'm really interested in this. I want to know more about this, and the fact that you can play as Mary Jane in certain bits, and Miles Morales is gonna be incorporated into the story in some way. This might just be the greatest Spider-Man game ever made, if they don't fuck it up. And I mean, it's Insomniac. They've done great things before, so I have faith in them. I think this is gonna be good. Yeah, obviously I'm excited about Kingdom Hearts 3. Who isn't excited about Kingdom Hearts 3? Well, I guess people who don't like the Kingdom Hearts series would be interested in Kingdom Hearts 3, but you know what I'm talking about. Like, it's we've been waiting for this. We've been waiting for this for damn near 12 years now. Coming up on 13 years, and it's we've waited for it. We've played games in the meantime to get ready for it. We've written fan theories and fan fiction and done fan art and done so much just to prepare ourselves for the glory that is Kingdom Hearts 3. And from what we're all seeing, this might actually live up to the hype. And honestly, I think the best thing about this is the fact that it's only been in development for 4 years. Like, yeah, we've been waiting for Kingdom Hearts 3 for over 10, but well, we've had things to occupy our time since then. Kingdom Hearts 2 came out in 2006, and since then we've had Coded, Birth by Sleep, 358 Days Over 2, Dream Drop Distance. We've had plenty of Kingdom Hearts stuff since then, since 2006, and it's all been building up to this. One can argue you didn't actually need all that stuff to build up to Kingdom Hearts 3, but that's a conversation for another time. What's important right now is, yes, I'm very excited about this. I wanted this for the longest time, and we're finally getting it. And what we've seen of it looks amazing. We saw that video for the Toy Story World, something that Kingdom Hearts fans have been waiting years to see. We know that there's going to be a Tangled world, which looks great, a Big Hero 6 world, which unfortunately we haven't seen, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna look pretty cool too, and we're actually get to fight a Heartless Baymax, which is gonna be cool. And we've seen Olympus, not Olympus Coliseum, Olympus itself. We are going up to Olympus, and we're fighting Heartless in Olympus, and that's gonna be cool. I'm personally hoping that there's gonna be that we're able to visit Arendelle, because yes, I still love Frozen. Fuck you. Frozen is a good movie. It's honestly not as good as Tangled, but honestly, it's a really good movie. I want to go see Arendelle and fight alongside either Anna or Elsa or both, because you can have two companions in addition to Donald and Goofy now, which is awesome. Like, you can fight alongside Buzz and Woody, and I want to fight alongside Anna and Elsa. And I know that Anna can fight somehow. I don't know how, but she can. Maybe she'll use a shovel like she did in the Disney Infinity games. But I want Anna and Elsa to be playable characters if Arendelle's a world, and I can just go off. I can honestly, this entire video could have just been me just fangasming over Kingdom Hearts 3, but I gotta end it soon. So those are my top 10 games I'm most looking forward to in 2018. I'm pretty sure most of them are gonna come out in 2018. I really don't think that Kingdom Hearts, for example, is gonna get pushed back. Anthem, maybe. I'm not entirely sure. Like, I don't feel like a lot of these are hard release dates, but from what I can tell, yes, all these games are coming out in 2018. I'm really looking forward to all of them, even though most of them I probably wouldn't be able to play because I am broke as fuck. But yeah, like 2018 is gonna be a pretty good year for gaming, I think. Unless some really stupid shit starts happening. I mean, I'm not psychic. It could be a terrible year for gaming. Fuck, I don't know. But, yeah, there you go. My No Mercy, the Mad Hatter. I'll see y'all later.